Students, myself Karishma Datta from Saraswat International Academy. I'm going to teach you standard 9th English medium, subject social science, chapter number 1, Rise of British Rule in India, part 1. Chapter number 1, Rise of British Rule in India, introductions. Since the ancient period, India has enjoyed incomparable position in the world due to its economic, culture, and religious inheritance. Over here in the introduction part, what it has been said that since the Asian period, India is enjoying incomparable position, a different position in the world. And what's the reason for it? Because of its good economic condition, culture, and even for what? That is for religious inheritance. Due to its economic and cultural prosperity, people from different nation came to India. Here they are saying that because India was very much prosperous at that time economically and culturally, and because of that reason different nations came to India. There was a lot of demand of Indian spices, muslin, silk cloth, indigo, etc. in the European countries. Over at that time, in the Asian time, there was more demand of the spices, the muslin, the silk cloth, the indigo, etc. Where in the European country. The trade between India and Europe was carried out by the land route and sea route. The trade between India and Europe was carried out by what? That is by land route, and that is by even by what? That is sea route. And at the center was Istanbul in the Turkey. And at the center, which country was being seen in between? That is Istanbul. When the land route, from the land route and from the sea route, the trade was being done between India and Europe. In that center, which country was being seen? That is Turkey. After the conquest of Istanbul in 1453 AD by Turkish Muslim, the sea route through Istanbul was closed by the Europeans. That means a strong conquest was being seen in Istanbul, and because of that, the Turkish Muslim, they closed down the sea route through Istanbul. For whom? That is for the European countries. But in which year did they did? That is in 1453 AD. As the European cannot go without the spices, obviously, because more demand of spices was been seen in the European countries of India, so they could not go without the spices. Now what was to be done? The European failed to compile to discover a new sea route to India. Of They wanted spice, they wanted the spices, so what was being done by them? They thought of find a new sea route to India, or to find or discover the new sea route to India. So the new era of what? That is a geographical discovery begin, because one sea route was being closed down, now new sea route was to be found. So a new era, a new beginning of what? That is geographical discovery was to be begin. Discovery of new sea route to India. Our new topic is today's topic is discovery of new sea route to India. With the inspiration, encouragement, and economic help from the Portuguese king Prince Henry, with the inspiration, with the encouragement, and even financial help by the Portuguese king Prince Henry, some brave people efforts to discover new sea route to India, because financial help was being given, inspiration was being given, encouragement was being given. Some brave people, they put their efforts to discover the new sea route to India. Many great people discovered a sea route to India, and namely the person name is Bartholomew Dias, who discovered the Cape of Good Hope. He was a Portuguese and he discovered what? He discovered the Cape of Good Hope. After that, with the economic help of the king, with the economic help of the king of Spain, Christopher Columbus began his adventure of discovery a new sea route in 1492, which again came to stop at an island presently West Indies, situated in the Atlantic Ocean. With the economic help of the King of Spain, Christopher Columbus began his adventure of discovery to find a new sea route to India in the year 1492, which again came to stop, where he stopped to an island, and that island presently now is known as West Indies, and it is situated towards which side? That is towards the Atlantic Ocean. Columbus, who thought he has discovered the sea route into India, has actually discovered a new land. That means Columbus was in a misconception that he has found a new sea route to India, but actually it was not India. He discovered a new land over there. And that clarification was made by Amerigo Vespucci. This new land began to be known as America, and that clarification was given by whom? That is Amerigo Vespucci, and he also discovered and began the new land began to be known as America. After that, the Portuguese sailor Vasco da Gama, discovered the sea route to India in which year? 1498 AD. After whom? That is Dias, then Christopher Columbus, Amerigo Vespucci. After that, a Portuguese sailor. His name was Vasco da Gama. He discovered the sea route to India in which year? 1498 AD. When he reached Calicut in the western coast of India with the help of Indian sailor, he was welcomed by the then Zamorin, the king Zamorin, and allowed to carry out business there. When he found the sea route to India, he reached towards the western coastal side, and that area, that region where he reached was Calicut. With the help of an Indian sailor, he was welcomed by the king Zamorin, and he allowed him to what? That is to carry out his business over there or trade over there. Thus this is considered as an important event in the world, as this opened the doors for our Europeans to come to India, for other Europeans to come to India. Now what they're saying, that because of Vasco da Gama discovering a new sea route to India in 1498 AD, right, it became a very important event because now it was a new door open for the Europeans, and now it was very much easy for them to come to India.